Hi everyone, welcome to DOdaily Tuesday training. It's Des here, just finishing off a latish walking the dog down by the River Trent, and whilst I'm on my way back now, would have loved to have filmed down there. It's really quiet, it's really cold, -2, feels like -6, so really quite chilly. But it feels fantastic to be out, processing another day where I've worked off my own motivations to try and make it as positive as I possibly can. I was up bright and early this morning. Again, it was absolutely freezing. I was down by the river, completing my 13th 5k in a row. Of course, I'm working to this challenge of trying to do 5k a day every day until Christmas Day, all 25 from the start of December. So managed to break the back of that. Not only was it a decent bit of Tuesday training this week, it was getting over the hump of this challenge. It's all downhill, hopefully, from here on in. Won't be that straightforward. So far there's been peaks and troughs, but just feeling really happy to be out, getting me in my activity. Yesterday I did a relatively quick 5k, that pleased me. I pushed on a little bit, nothing to write home about, but managed to push on, managed to do just that little bit more in terms of pace. And then today it was up first thing, making sure I got it in. You know, I've got the accountability of a running group now, 6:15 on a Tuesday morning. So up at 6, out the door before I really knew what I was doing. So that, on top of what I'm doing now, probably walk for a couple of miles. The dog is really tired, but managed to walk for a couple of miles. So some good activity and a great way to sort of set about the rest of the week. Of course, that's what I use Tuesday training for, is to set about my activity, make sure I get some in, make sure I build on whatever happened on a Monday whilst I'm doing my 5Ks at the moment. And yesterday was a quicker one. That felt great in terms of attacking the week. But again, as we sort of work through, all I tried to do off the daily motivations on DOdaily is just sort of keep pushing forward, keep progressing, keep doing the things that we do, whether it is activity or not, whether it's something else you enjoy. It's about trying to sort of use it to all the advantages it works for you. And for me, it's the activity. And like I say, getting out now, even though it's bitterly cold, there's so many positives to take from it. Mainly, the first one and the biggest one probably is the dog's been an absolute nightmare this evening. So tiring him out just a little bit. He is tired now as well, starting to jump up me, starting to pull a little bit more than normal. So he's looking forward to getting back, I'm looking forward to getting back and just signing off another day, like I say, with plenty of positivity. All this daily vlog is me wandering around, doing my thing, you know, trying to work off the ups and downs, trying to put the disappointments to bed quickly, trying to make the most of the highs. Just the normal things. When I say ups and downs and highs and disappointments, I don't mean the major things. Sometimes they're major, of course. We all have really euphoric and really sort of low moments, but in terms of DOdaily, it's just working off all the things we have to do. For me personally, the reason I'm up early on a Tuesday these days, of course that group, but also to fit it in. My new job's really sort of taking shape, got bigger commitment now, longer hours, back to full time in terms of the employment, whilst I've got running groups, DOdaily and commitments I make to try and support others. You know, it's great to be working full time again and looking at my own sort of prospects and what I can do going forward. So it's a bigger commitment, don't get me wrong, but something I'm really embracing too. Really embracing the challenge, today I've spent a lot of day in training. So having started well, got those endorphins flowing. A lot of the time when we do have to train and learn new things, it can be quite tiring and exhausting to some degree. Sorry, the dog's just pulled himself around a post. It can be tiring and exhausting when we have to take a lot on board, but I give myself the best opportunity to feel good about what I'm doing. Tiredness is starting to set in now, but once I did feel tired, it was a case of grabbing the dog's lead, getting out there, and getting in just that little bit more activity. Personally, I do feel tired. I'm feeling a bit, I wouldn't say run down, because it's definitely not that. Just a bit, been up a long time now, didn't have a particularly great night's sleep. So again, be easy just to sort of wallow in a little bit of self-pity, forget about whatever needs to happen, and just sort of slump away for the evening. But the accountability of the dog, the accountability of getting on, saying a few words, trying to pass over my thoughts is just enough to keep me going. And again, it's one of those weeks where I feel just sort of growing into it nicely without anything major happening over the weekend, without major things to look forward to in terms of my daily activities this week. Well, I have, to be honest. Got a really big thing at the weekend, but for now, without too much to get carried away with, it's just one of those where I'm building into the brand new week. I'm just feeling good about it, and that's been the great feeling over the last couple of weeks. Just feeling good about what I'm doing without getting too carried away, or getting too bogged down when a few anxieties set in. Spoke a lot about the job. Christmas has come in, lots to do. Still not bought any Christmas presents, and also one or two things, like I did say, what are really there to look forward to. The weekend, I've got a nice trip to Spain, going to Benidorm and Valencia to watch Forest play in the Mestalla. It's a bit of a bucket lister in all reality. The chance to see football in that stadium, something I've always wanted to do, and it's kind of crept up on us. Didn't expect it to happen now or in the middle of winter. If I was ever going to go, it would have been a planned trip, probably a short holiday and take it in then, but it's kind of crept up by the fact that there's been a break in the football season for the World Cup, so I'm just taking an opportunity again. Feel really lucky to be able to do things like this. It's not something I'd do every single day, it's not something I'd be able to do every week, but the stars have aligned for me to make it happen and give me a chance to get out there and enjoy. Definitely looking forward to a little bit of sun on my back, a little bit of heat, in these freezing temperatures. It'll be nice, even though it's for a couple of days, it'll be a nice sort of warm up to Christmas. Really going to make the most of it in that sense, and of course make the most of time with friends and doing exactly what I do. It's really something to look forward to as the week develops. But feeling as good as I am, as positive as I am, like I say, it's nothing too out there, but feeling as I am, it's just all sort of bouncing along nicely. It's just working in my favour again, and that's over the last few years. That's what I've spoken about, by being honest and out there and being sort of at ease with getting uncomfortable, talking about things, processing it, figuring things out. That's just what happens, and it just feels like things are just building nicely as we attack the end of the year. Look to start the new year strong. I've been talking about my running and activity in that sense, so sort of going back to the Tuesday theme of Tuesday training. It's important to do it, not just for today, not just for the rest of the week, but to keep that consistency. There's one thing I've found again, is consistency, and I'm really enjoying it. It's keeping me busy, keeping me thinking, but it's keeping me fresh as well. The days when I don't feel like it, like this morning, you know, nobody feels like getting up in minus temperatures at 6 a.m. to run, as committed as you are, but it's almost about not giving yourself that opportunity to get too bogged down in it either. You know what you have to do if you want the rewards, and for me, this training is it's the start of the training, but it's the start of a bigger training plan, you know, and I know what I have to do to get to where I want to be, to experience the highs which I've experienced in the past. All that will come in the new year, but like I say, for now, just sort of plodding through, really getting towards the end of the walk now. And I mentioned there, I think this is worth a mention on tonight's DOdaily, the stars aligning for me to be able to go away. One or two things had to happen, you know, annual leave had to fit into place, being able to get a ticket and all these kind of things, you know, and it's happened, so looking forward to that weekend. But I've just seen a shooting star whilst I've been about. It's always a little bit eerie, isn't it? Of course, I made a wish, and whilst I'm really not that sort of superstitious and think of things like that, you know, we have to dream a little bit as well, don't we? We have to dream about what we can have and what we can get. Not without being silly, this is as realistic and as straightforward as can be, but what harm can it do as well? When you're out doing the things you enjoy, walking about, you know, taking in all the fresh air, figuring out why it's been good, what you can take forward, you know, what you've got to look forward to. All of that itself is positive, so why not let yourself just get taken along with it, not carried away, just taken along with it. Anyway, got a really tired puppy, keeps jumping up on me, so I'm going to check out again. Just to reiterate, a great day of activity built on Monday motivation from yesterday. Hopefully you got a chance to see that video. A lot of that was about plans, talking on a friend's really popular YouTube channel where he gets lots of subscribers and viewers. Being able to talk on that, I recorded, I sort of clipped it off and put it on mine. He was happy to let me do that, you know, because it was all positive and motivational stuff. And on a Monday, that's what we look to do. On a Tuesday, we look to train. On a Wednesday, it's more of the same. Do you know, Wednesday workout, more activity, looking to build in again. It's easy for me because I've got the running clubs. I've given myself that accountability. But if you can at least try and do the things you enjoy on a Tuesday, build on it on a Wednesday, and continue it throughout the week, you're giving yourself the best opportunity to have the best week you can, to have a good one. And that's all I'm saying, isn't it? The more good ones you pile on top of each other, you know, all of a sudden you become very happy and content, and all of a sudden all the things I enjoy are starting to happen again. Football, running, you know, time at home, keep evaluating where I'm at with all my commitments, you know, and who knows, in the new year one or two things might change. But for now, I'm just happy to plod along, doing what I do and enjoying myself. Hopefully you kind of see the purpose of what I'm trying to do here. It's nothing that's going to change the world. I'm not too technical, I'm not scientific. Whilst there is a vibe of positivity and enthusiasm, you know, that's all I am trying to be. Not trying to preach or go on at anybody to do this, that or the other, just to make the most of it and work off a positive frame of mind. And that's all I've done in this episode. So hopefully you understand that. If you do, if you've taken anything from it, please give the episode a massive thumbs up. You know, it helps support the channel. Whilst I'm trying to support others, you can definitely support me. And if you're watching for the first time, please do subscribe. If you want to know more of what I'm about, please check out that Monday video. There were lots of projects which Mr. Door was helping me push, you know, like I say, sort of get towards a new audience, built a little bit of a picture of what I'm all about, and just trying to help and support others. So for now, guys, have a fantastic evening. Like I say, stay positive, do what you need to do, and do a bit more of it tomorrow. I'll be doing that. So until then, just doing it.